What's going on, y'all? It's been a while since I did a Nintendo video, but I want to clarify some things here. It's getting pretty interesting. We're getting closer to launch. I know you guys are excited. You know, gamers who are excited for a new hardware. I don't care what new hardware comes out. I'm always excited for it. I want to do comparisons, coverage, all of that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to hate on any new console launch. But we have some information here to tear down some stuff and to debunk some things that are not true. Now, this is why I don't jump the gun on some of these issues because I'm like, I'm gonna wait till launch because you know you never know. And plus, there's just like I said, there's a lot of grifting on there, a lot of anti-Nintendo behavior, and then like I said, there is where you're supposed to expose like you do for any company, and then it's just like, okay, bro, but you're not saying not a single thing positive. Like, yeah, I don't take you serious. Okay, so let's start off right here. We got two things to talk about here. One, people making up stuff about day one patches, and two, people disclosing information about the wholesale price of the Nintendo Switch recently. I don't know if you knew yesterday, but they said they're going to do a 5% increase to give more people that are selling Nintendo Switch 2s in places just a little bit more money. It used to be a 2%, but now it's 5%. Now, coming over here on June 2nd, 2025, a news report related to the wholesale price of Nintendo Switch 2 in the Japanese market was published. Bloomberg had did this, by the way. We want to clarify that this report is not true. Nintendo does not disclose. So let's just think about this. This is what Nintendo never does, so you guys can know this. Nintendo does not disclose any information regarding business conditions. Business conditions with distribution and retail partners. So, distribution, who's distributing Nintendo products? And retail partners. You know, Walmart, Best Buy, you know, stuff like that. Because that's where this information was coming from. This is where I came out here, I said, look, yep, always been this way. Why I don't listen to grifters and haters online. They just want to continue negative horde tactics hypocritically. What I mean is these people are hypocrites. The stuff they'll try to look for on Nintendo, it's worse for on other platforms. And it may not even be true over here. I'm like, bro, I need to see the truth. Obviously, I don't want any of this happening. Some of this stuff is like minuscule. It's like, what is this going to do to me at launch? I'm not going to get my console bricked. I'm not no cheater. I'm not no hacker. And I'm not going to try to pirate nothing. That's very clear. You know what I mean? You're not going to get the console ahead of time and say, let me get in here and make the emulator and then put it online. They're not allowing you to do any of that. They all know that's why they're doing this, but they'll try to make it seem a different way. Oh, they're trying to control, monopolize you. Shut up, Finboy. No, they're not. I'm not trying to do any of that, and they're not going to abuse their system. Nintendo is very strict. Everybody knows this. They're not the type to abuse a system. They will only do it if you're really trying to steal from them. Everybody knows this company is legit like this. They don't go out of their way attacking nobody unless you're messing with their IP or trying to rip off of them. Other than that, they don't bother nobody. Is it ridiculous in ways? Yes, I agree with you, but if we're going to report something, please report something honestly and stop making up shit. We're going to get back to this in a second, though. Let's go over here and give another example. This matters because people are being influenced the wrong way. And it's like, I just want to tell people the truth. Confirmed that the console does not need, can you read, a patch to run Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games or complete Nintendo Switch 2 editions on the cartridges. But I've seen people grift on this, and I'm going to say that because you're a liar. You were wrong. You jumped the gun very quick and you were sure. Nintendo never said that officially. It was other people making up stuff. Same thing with here. We do not disclose any information regarding business conditions with distribution and retail partners. So if we want to figure out anything, I'd rather hear from them or hear from somebody that knows what they're talking about. But I'm not going to jump the gun because I know these situations can be a lot more complicated than that. I've seen people jump the gun on some stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not even real. Do you want to give people real information and real knowledge, or do you just want to grift? And not only did you not want to grift, if you don't want to grift, you're anti-Nintendo and you promote only focus on negativity. It says a lot about your channel because it says a lot about you. You're only displaying negative information. You have no balance. I think anybody in real life would see that unless this company is really doing terrible, and they're not. Sony is doing terrible. You know what I mean? Their behavior, like actual video, canceling actual video games on you. Nintendo has not canceled anything. They gave you no microtransactions, no none of that. The only thing they did that I cannot agree with is $79.99. But outside of that, all this stuff is like I'm saying hypocritically. What is Microsoft or Sony or even our PC doing better than what they're doing? They're the only ones preserving physical here. Yet I will see people complain and blame them for physical aspects, but they're over on the Xbox community. I'm like, are you this stupid? You're on an Xbox Series S that has no physical. You get on Game Pass all day. There's no physical involved to promote that. This is what I mean, y'all, this type of behavior, because I'm like, are you retarded? And I'm seriously asking you a question because you're on a console that has no physical media. You're playing on a Series S. They are. I've seen people say it. And they're on it. And they're on the console that literally has removed all physical hardware from the store years ago. And that has been against physical media for the longest. But yet I see them like this is how you know you could tell that it's not real, because I'm like, but yet you're supporting that. That is way worse. They did not kill any physical media. The third-party developer decides with the 64 gigabyte Nintendo has provided to them whether they want to use it or not. CD Projekt, we know they preserve physical media, right? We know they love it because it's the same thing right here where I go on my PC. I'm like, look, GOG, this is DRM free. It's amazing. If you guys didn't know that. CD Projekt did that. Is it surprising that they're putting the whole game with the DLC on the cart? It's not surprising, is it? So, unless this person is lying, hear me out, because I've seen another post. I've seen multiple posts on this today, already saying it, because people have it. The day one patch is only required for Nintendo Switch 1 games, which will kind of make sense. And additional system features. Confirmed. Can we read? The console does not need a patch to run Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games or the complete Nintendo Switch 2 additional cartridges. But we want to know what some people did? They try to bring up the Microsoft DRM. I'm like, are you slow? That was a whole lock off. And what they had nothing to do with no, they want to completely lock you out. And that was way back then. That's not even close to being compared. And they didn't even do it. See what I mean? This is what I'm saying, y'all. Like, why is the stupidity in the gaming community this big now compared to back then? It's embarrassing, man. All this misinformation and all these fake people and haters. Well, this is what I'm saying. Look, bro, I don't differentiate between a hater and a fanboy. I think they're both the same thing in a different way, except the hater is always in a negative mode, projecting negativity no matter what. The fanboy can be positive and not harm anyone, whereas the hater can go online and grift and make up a bunch of stuff, misinform you, brainwash you, take your money, and have you thinking the wrong things about stuff, and you missed out on great experiences. It doesn't necessarily have to be for Switch 2, but I'm saying in general, don't listen to haters, because they're going to have you hating like them. You want to be a lover, not a hater. You want to be a congratulator, not a hater. You want to see people succeed. You don't want to be a hater. Remember that. Hate is only good against like evil, corruption, you know, bad things. But man, this over hate that I see just in general everywhere. It's not even just here. You people are losers. It says a lot about you. Nobody else. That's your mirror coming out. Just saying. All right. Now going down here, since this is a Spanish thread, we can translate. Curious. I'm looking forward to starting to analyze some things. Speaking of which, is the title dead? I don't even know what the hell is that supposed to mean. So let's move on to something that actually means something. I want to see what these people have to say. I foresee some gameplay coming before launch. The problem with that is that Nintendo is going to take it down. You would be stupid to do that knowing how they are. Don't do that, man. So Rage Baiter being wrong once more. See, you guys? I mean, because that's what that is, right? Does Breath of the Wild have the upgrade pack on the car? Bro, yes. What do you mean? It's right on there. That is the entire premise of the Switch 2 editions. Let's listen so we can know what the Switch 2 edition means. To include the upgrade pack on the cart. It's already there. Everything is done. Though some third party, see what he said, third party, may opt to do something different like a code in a box for the entire game. I would just get digital then. Why are you handing me something to take up space in my house that doesn't have a physical in it? I would rather just hit the digital button and save myself the space and save myself the gas, and I have to go out of my way and do all that to get something. But yet I open the present and you sitting here with a laughing gesture at me with a little code in there. I get the code digital. What? Guys, why go out of your way to make all those plastic boxes and to make those art box covers to go inside the plastics that you slip in there so you can see that it's that game, and then open it up to not have something in there? Why do you go through all that to go to Walmart, Target, all these different places, Best Buy, to not put any physical in there? Your dumb ass could save yourself all that time and just go digital and sell cheaper. Guys, does this make any sense to you? I kind of feel like in a way that there feels like there's some trolling there or like some mockery, because it's like, why are you doing all this to not put something physical in there? Like Microsoft did the worst. They gave you that Doom copy of PS4 and they didn't even tell you there was nothing in there. You open it, there's nothing in there. Hey, how could you do that without knowing that you're gonna be trolling somebody, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, I kind of feel like they're kind of mocking y'all, man. Like a lot of these behaviors, because it to me it feels like mockery. It's not done on an accident. Another L for the disinformation squad. Nothing stops this launch. That's what I said. It's just like, at this point, like, what are we doing? Why do you need to lie to make something look bad? If it's naturally that way, then get on it. But when you start doing it, that's how I know that, yeah, bro, it says a lot about you more than anybody else. It says a lot about you. Why are you doing this? Like, grow up. Are you 14? Only Nintendo would take the time to make sure to let everyone know that retailers are getting screwed over as always on console sales. They've been screwing over physical people. Nintendo's the only one preserving this, and I find it funny people are attacking them. This is what I'm saying. All I'm doing is just pointing out and showing you the hypocrisy and showing you the fake people. I'm giving you guys the real information here. And watch, they're going to be like, oh, he's a Nintendo fanboy. You want to know why they say that? It's no different than people in politics to call you a grifter, or the people when they misuse the word. I'm telling you, it means swindling. They're lying to you to get money. That's correct. But they'll use the bigot. They'll use these words because they don't know how to have a conversation with you. They've been caught. They've been exposed. You laid it out so good, they can't counter it, so they just ignore it and continue. Because it'll make them look dumb. They know, too, who they don't fuck with and who they can highlight and clip. These type of people. I'm telling you. And they know how good I am. In the spirit, in a sense. You don't mess with me. They know that. All that your little followers and all that don't mean nothing, man, when you're dealing with the truth. If the truth was in somebody, they know. It's like when you get in the courtroom. If the truth walks up, the judge gets up and runs out the courtroom because they know they're dealing with that encounter. When the truth comes, hey, man, it's a whole different ball game. And I'm here for the truth. I ain't here to just entertain you, because at that point, what are you, a puppet then? You just sitting there to just entertain people, make them laugh and take their money? No, bro, there should be entertainment, but you should be honest. Because I feel like if I have a really good connection with somebody and somebody did care about me, because people want their content creators to care about them, then I would tell them the truth. If you care about somebody, you tell them the truth, no matter how hard it is. Find a way to make them laugh even then, if you feel like it's going to be too harsh. But anyways, yeah, it's just this fake lying online. Okay, so how much are they alleging it's cost, bruh? Guess who published this incorrect reports? Bloomberg was one of them too, which was crazy. But they grabbed that off of somebody else. Like I say, man, all these people are trying to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. We're trying to survive. The world is rough. Hey, man, I don't got no problem with y'all trying to make money. I'm just saying the only thing you're going to see me come in and say something is when you lying. Misinformation. I've said this before. And if I've said something where I didn't have full misinformation, I've seen Powerballs come on my channel and put in something on my page. I liked it. I didn't get mad and said, oh, he tried to correct me and how dare you come in it. No, I was like, yo, you know what? I didn't put that on the page. I gave him a like. And whatchamacallit, a heart or whatever. You know how that is on the Twitter thing. So yeah, you know what I mean? No problem. Sometimes it'll happen. If you made a mistake, admit it. Correct yourself. You know what I mean? What I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a big thing in this world. Like, definitely with a lot of people, they lack self-correction. I'm telling you, if you want to mature in life and develop, you need to self-correct yourself. You need to admit. It's good to be aware to know when you've made a mistake so you can correct it and move it out the way. But if you don't believe that and you did and you leave it there, that's a flaw, man. That's not good. Your ego is blinding you. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. We have the information here now. We now know that this was a lie. We now know that bigger than ever, though, people trying to tell you that Nintendo was trying to do this and that. But then we come to find out that these people have the game and they're telling you that's not true. So what do we have to say about this? Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Hey, man, it's getting close. Gamers, we're excited. And for those of you that are not getting it and you're not a hater, hey, man, watch. You know what I mean? Maybe you could join in one day. But if you're having a good time on a platform and your phone has not dropped down, what's wrong with that? Hey, I ain't against that. Whatever is the best for you guys, choose that. You know what I mean? I'm not telling nobody to choose one or the other. If you don't like Nintendo organically before any of this, okay, you know what I mean? Because not everything is for everyone. That's the duality of the human nature. There's going to be some people on the other side, and there's going to be some people on that side. And obviously, one side is always going to be bigger than the other. We know the majority of the gaming community is moving to this. But there's naturally people on the other side of the spectrum that it doesn't fit them. And they're not wrong for that. That's just the way that it is. All right. So anyways, just let you guys know, that's how I think about things. All right, y'all. Peace out.